Hi, we're Kyle and Bailey from the Dreams Journey family. We are digital nomads who travel with our two girls, and today we're here to talk to you about 10 mistakes that are really easy to make as a parent when flying long flights with kids. And we know because we've made them. Mistake number 1, perfection is not real. Don't expect it. Chaos happens, spills get made, meltdowns happen no matter what. You've got this. Stay calm and just know that it's all going to end. The plane has to touch ground again.
I think as parents, when traveling with kids, like you're very self-conscious when your kid acts out or is crying or fussy. You know, you don't want to interrupt other people's flights and make it uncomfortable for them. But I think that's key as a parent to be able to get over that, right? Because a lot of those people on that flight have been through the same thing. They've had kids as well, and they've flown with them. They know the struggles and they feel your pain. And we've never really had anybody express frustration with us when we've flown and our kids have acted out. So just let it go. Take a deep breath and just focus on the needs of your child. And that takes us to mistake number 2. And that is, don't feel guilty about giving your kid too much screen time. To be honest, sometimes survival beats screen limits. For us, our kids have a green light when it comes to watching the shows they want when they're on flights. Anything really to just pass the time and get them through the moment and make it easier for them and for us.
So remember, the time in the terminal before you board the plane is not the time to be downloading shows and episodes and games. The time to do that is before you leave for the airport. So you are prepared and ready to go with the games and shows and movies that your kid will want to get excited about and stay happy in their seat.
And it's always a good idea to find something new for them to watch or engage with.
Mistake number 3. Don't pack everything into one bag. If you're down looking for the kid's toothbrush that fell somewhere deep down in the bottom of the bag, you're going to find everything but the toothbrush. Pack things into smaller bags and keep them at your feet and at your kids' feet where there's more leg room. And know that if they need something, they can get it out of their bag. And if you need something, you can get it out of your bag.
So we pack 2 bags with us when we go on flights. We have one bag for our kids. They get to help us pack it, and it's all of their things, snacks and toys that they need to enjoy the trip. And then we pack another bag with the adult things, everything we need to make the process run smoothly. All of our bigger meals, our pajamas, our toothpaste, our toothbrush, everything else that you need handy. And again, organizing it is absolutely key. And speaking of toys, that brings us to mistake number 4, is to not bring the Legos. Although it seems like a good idea, bringing those small little toys and gadgets can be oftentimes more of a headache than anything. Unless you want to be diving under the seats or fishing them out of the cracks of your seat the whole time, I would just avoid bringing them at all costs. Focus instead on medium to larger sized toys and having fewer of them so they're easier to keep track. Otherwise, you're just going to lose them along the way.
Mistake number 5. To forget about yourself, meaning stay hydrated, eat real good food that will support your energy levels, bring things that you'll enjoy like audiobooks, books, movies, music, things that help you to calm down, relax, and to not stress so much in the moment and to watch the clock tick even slower by.
Yeah, and although it can feel selfish, you know, putting in your AirPods and listening to your new audiobook or watching your favorite show, it really is key to staying sane. And if you can keep your cool, your kids will be able to keep their cool much easier.
When traveling as a family, it's really important that you and your partner take turns managing the kids. It's important that it's not just one of the two taking on all the load.
And what works really well for Bailey and I is to allow one partner a solid rest, giving them, 15 to 20 minutes every other hour or so where they can really zone out, kick back and relax for just a minute or two so they can regain their composure and energy. And that takes us to mistake number 6, ditching the bedtime routines. Just because you're not at home doesn't mean you can't follow those same routines while you're on the plane. Do your best to recreate those the best you can, given the situation you're in. Pack the PJs, pack fresh diapers, pack a little snack for your kid. Whatever it is that you do for your bedtime, reading them a book, try to recreate that best you can while you're in the air.
Mistake number 7, especially for young babies, overlooking the need of the chest pack. The chest pack is key for us. We put it on right before we board the plane. It allows our hands to be free while we rearrange our luggage to where it needs to be and help settle the older kids. It also helps our babies to sleep well on the plane.
Mistake number 8, cutting the airport timing close. I can't tell you how stressful it is when you show up to the airport.
Makes me nervous just thinking about it.
and you've got your arms full and you're trying to get through security and your kid's crying and they pull you aside because you have your formula they need to test or whatever it is. At times when we're traveling, we'll show up 2, 3, 4 hours early to our flights just so we can take it at a very relaxed pace. And really just kind of enjoy this time traveling as a family.
Luckily, many airports these days have children play areas that you can allow your kids to get their wiggles out. And if they don't have a play area, they have an escalator, and that will do the trick too.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many hours we've spent going up and down those escalators with our kids. But whatever it takes to burn that energy before we get on that plane as well. And I honestly think it helps the whole airplane experience when your kids are in a good place and know they're not being rushed through security and the rest of the airport to get to the gate.
Mistake number 9, staying glued to your seat. It is a long flight. No one expects you to stay in your seat the whole time just because everyone else does. Get up, walk the aisles, stretch, let your kids do it also. Make bathroom breaks almost like part of the experience, because that walk to and from the bathroom will just help stretch their legs and relax their minds a bit more, including your own.
And last of all, mistake number 10 is overbooking your arrival day. Oftentimes we want to hit the ground running when you get to a new destination, and it's nice to just take a deep breath on that first day and plan a visit to a park or two, and maybe one museum or one main site, but just don't push it. Really focus on giving your kids a chance to take the naps that they need, get some good food, and get set up for the rest of your trip. It's worth the investment.
And a side note of that, being out in the sun as much as possible will help them rearrange their circadian rhythms to know when daytime is and when nighttime is if you really change time zones.
So remember, long flights with kids rarely go over smoothly. But if you dodge these mistakes, you'll make it through with your sanity mostly intact. Have you got any parenting in the sky horror stories? Or other tips and tricks that you've learned? Please leave them down in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. In our next video, we'll be talking about tips to help your child sleep while traveling, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and as always, dream big and enjoy the journey.